kind soul help me?
You'll never believe what I've...
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send an owl. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Some references Sebastian mentioned in the book do worry me.
I'm glad you understand. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further. But if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
I don't know what we would have done.
Glad you came.
Oh, please tell me you have an answer for me about the butterflies.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stayed with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Revelio. Revelio. Here's one of those tables Professor Shaw mentioned. Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Accio! Protego! Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Accio! Accio! Leviosa! Incendio! Expelliarmus! This looks intriguing. Ah, Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually,
Oh,
she thought you might need...
and she's
I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, if you wouldn't mind gathering some
Believe it or not, I have some with...
Oh, thank...
Serona also meant...
Indeed he was. He was hoping to go... Aidan took ill. The cavern is in...
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
Oh, hello. I was just... Rumour is... I fear... Shame, real.
I can certainly...
Any help would be... I can tell... Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Revelio. Accio! Levioso! Incendio! Is that Inferius wearing a wooden jumper? That must be Bardolph. Incendio! Accio! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Bardolph's wooden jumper. Should I learn what really happened there? Revelio. This mentions Inferi, and something about it being Bardolph's turn next. Revelio. Levioso. Professor Howard will never believe. Revelio. An entry from Bardolph's journal. He overheard whispers, a plan, something to do with him.
Oh, I do hope my brother is all right.
Madame Beaumont, I believe I have some news.
Bardolph?
I regret to say that
What?
he was wearing a I'm truly sorry.
Bardolph, my dear, dear brother.
Revelio. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio.
Bardolph, you wouldn't have left without saying goodbye.
Very generous. Thank you. For another instrument.
Revelio.
Concentrate. Can't let anyone get past me.
Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus.
Expulsion! A matter of time.
Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus.
Fetch more!
Accio.
Death from above!
Expelliarmus. Incendio.
Barely felt any.
Revelio.
What was that? Someone's going to regret.
Incendio.
Come here!
Expelliarmus.
Confringo! I don't believe my own eyes!
Accio.
Let's see you survive that. Confringo!
Expelliarmus.
Hey, that's mine!
Incendio. Accio. Levioso.
To warm you up.
It's shameful what you've done to helpless beasts. Revelio.
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up...
You said you had news about the poachers?
It did. Did you know that they have... Does this have anything to do with...
It does.
Fair enough. Does the name haunt up...
I'm afraid not.
The poacher's best kept. I also over. The poacher spoke of it. If you ever meet.
Not to worry.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way. A centaur. Tread carefully.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious. That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water. This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Pell, still smoking. They can't have been gone long. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No poachers though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
Betting on the dragon fight was the best decision I've made yet.
Revelio. Accio. Expelliarmus.
My back.
So close.
Back for more.
Leviosa. Accio! Incendio!
I shall be covered in...
Accio! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Incendio! Revelio!
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Horntail Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted. A more hushed approach is likely wise.
Revelio.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
They say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is going to get me precisely what I want.
Sickens me to work alongside any of them. Don't know how Ramrock's stomach's being near Rookwood. Foul beast.
Not much longer now.
Expelliarmus! Levioso!
Vegetables in combat!
No!
Accio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Revelio!
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her odds, shall we?
Revelio!
They've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. Can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Aloha Mora. have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend.
Like to torture dragons, do you?
This is your best friend.
We don't have time. We need to free them now before more show up.
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
This way.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Revelio.
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class. The new spell. Afterwards, discuss your progress thus far in the...
Accio. Revelio. Yes. Accio. Expelliarmus. Leviosa. Incendio. Accio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Revelio.
Now, was it 2 pinches of empty?
Have you finished your assignments?
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not talent and
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it... Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready. Focus. Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention. Very good. It seems you have a grasp on Diffindo. I would encourage you once again to practice here in the class.
Revelio.
Oh, there was something else. Dash of powdered bat spleen, I think.
Revelio.
Oh, my exams. Not a one of them deserves more than a T.
If only in
Revelio.
sad predicament. Might some kind soul help me?
Revelio.
The headmaster shows no compassion.
That life is behind me, I promise.
Lumos.
If you could just tread carefully, that's all I ask. Oh, watch the tile under your feet, you'll settle.
Revelio.
Revelio.
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I'm hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
Mine now, Demi guys.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.